What's up, guys? My name is Elias, and Daredevil Born Again Season 2 has officially ended, so here's my take on it.
Daredevil Born Again Season 2, now streaming.
Now, I didn't really write any notes. I didn't even really expect to talk about this, but after watching the last episode of Season 2 of Born Again, I got some things that I want to say. First off, thank God that Disney allowed the original showrunners from the first 3 seasons of the Netflix run of Daredevil to do the full Season 2 of Born Again. Because having entirely new showrunners and writers do the first season, you can tell how chopped up that season is, where they wanted to do something radically different with Daredevil and just have Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin and Charlie Cox's Daredevil, and then just kind of reskin the entire vibe of what made the original 3 seasons what they were. And I didn't like that. I liked they did the first 2 episodes, I think, or the first episode, then episode 8 and 9 of the first season, and those were the 3 best episodes of the whole season. And then every other episode was just okay, right? Still good Daredevil material, but it was just okay. Then season 2 comes around, and it's just radically different. Like, it just felt like it brought that vibe back from the first 3 seasons of the Netflix show. And I was so excited because we got more Bullseye this time around. We got more conflict between Kingpin and Daredevil. We got Jessica Jones returning. So much of what made the Netflix show what it was brought back tenfold in season 2. I see a lot of people saying that the plot wasn't all there and whatnot. You're wrong. The whole season was literally about taking Kingpin out of being the mayor and taking down the anti-vigilante task force. That was the whole point of the season. The writing pointed to it. The actions that were taken by the characters pointed to it. The entire goal of season 1 setting all of that happening in season 2 was pointing to it. I don't know what y'all are complaining about. Like, I really don't. This season was awesome, and we got more Daredevil than we've ever gotten in either the Netflix series or the first season of Born Again. We Charlie Cox was literally in that suit for like 90% of the season, which is awesome because that suit is sick. You have the black suit with the red DD symbol. Amazing. I wish that was like a permanent suit that he had. The characters this time around were really focusing on Karen and Matt's relationship, finally allowing them to be together, which is like, thank you. We've been waiting so long for that. Finally, it's happening. And then I saw people also complaining that they didn't have chemistry. They were written that way because they have conflicting ideals about how to handle things. So why exactly are people complaining about that? Like, I don't understand. Like, are you just not paying attention to the show? You know what I mean? It burns me up because it's like, the more that you guys ish on these kind of shows, the less of the shows we're going to get. So the less Daredevil we're going to get. And it's just like, why would you want that? I want more Daredevil. Put him in everything. I don't even care. Charlie Cox is that character. And I saw people, because there were some behind-the-scenes photos of Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio still for season 3. And it's just like, they're like, oh, can we focus on another character besides Kingpin? Why? That's his dude. I mean, I know Kingpin is originally a Spider-Man villain, but he works just as well as a Daredevil villain. Even more, if anything. And I think that their conflict, especially with them being executive producers of the show, I think their conflict just is so well calculated and like just put together and orchestrated, and it just makes the show that much more dynamic, to the point where the last episode of the show, I'm going to try to be as spoiler free as possible, by the way, in this review, but to the point where the last episode of season 2, when you see, kind of a spoiler, but not really, when you see Fisk in court and then Matt in court, dude, that just creates the dynamic and the tension from the jump. And then everything that happens in that episode is literally just the falling out of two unstoppable forces going at it, that have been going at it since 2015, back in season 1 of the Netflix series. So it's like, what do you guys not like about this show? Like, it's so good and it's so engaging, and I was excited to watch week to week. I was not about to wait and then binge everything. I wanted to watch every single episode as they were happening, so I could talk to my friends at work about it, so I could, converse about it online and like see what people are saying about it. And it just made for a very engaging season of television. I think it's easily, and I do not say this lightly, it's easily the best season of any of the Disney Plus Marvel shows that we've gotten since Endgame. Easily the best season of television. You can fight me on that. You can argue with me in the comments. Go ahead. I'll gladly entertain it, because this is just, it's great writing, acting, action. The choreography is sick. Character motivations, character arcs, developments, surprising deaths. Dude, it's just just so much tension throughout the entire season, and just everyone is progressing. Every character is really like just growing or even regressing in a morality sense, with certain characters. Again, I'm trying not to spoil it for you guys. I want you to watch the show, but it was just so sick, and I love that we really are going to see how what happens at the end of the season influences the MCU going forward, because now that, Daredevil is officially MCU canon, I think it's going to have something to do with Spider-Man Brand New Day in July. Just saying. So you may want to watch it and catch up before that movie comes out, because I think something's going to happen in that movie that easily connects effortlessly connects to Daredevil Born Again. So I really loved it. Very, very excited to see what else we get from this universe. Very excited for season 3, especially given all of the spoiler behind the scenes photos that Mike Coulter, aka Luke Cage, posted online. And I just appreciate that the showrunner Dario Scartapane, he really put his love and his all, his soul into this show to make it what it was, because we got some great character moments, we got some great episodes, we got some great cliffhangers, we got great intros, and just man, I love Daredevil Born Again. I thought it was awesome. I think season 3 is going to be even better. I think Punisher missing in this season was definitely a misstep, because I would have loved to see at least Punisher do some things in this season, but I also did not necessarily need him, right? I think it works just as well as just a Matt Murdock, Wilson Fisk show, and I think going forward they can still keep doing that, and they obviously bring in more villains and stuff like that. Cool, and let's see what happens with Bullseye. I love all of that. But I'm just saying, the hate for this season is completely unwarranted, and I would suggest watching the show for yourself before you read any reviews, watch reviews, whatever of the show. I mean, you don't even have to watch mine, really. I mean, even though if you've gotten to this point, you're clearly watching it. But I'm just saying, watch the show for yourself, because none of our words are going to do it justice. You just kind of have to experience it. But if you haven't seen the first 3 seasons of the Netflix series first, watch it on Disney Plus, because obviously that's key to understanding what Matt Murdock is going through in Born Again. Peak television. I can't say nothing else. Marvel, keep giving us Daredevil, because he's goated. But that's all I got for you guys. If you like this video, remember to hit that like button and get in my comments with your thoughts on season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, as well as what else you would like to see me talk about next. But until then, take care and God bless.